we're going to start with my topic because I figured it would be kind of a short little one to power through. We're talking streaming versus Let's Plays. So when when I thought of this topic, I kind of wanted to hear what your guys' thoughts are on like watching a live stream or going back and watching like archived video of someone doing a Let's Play of a game. And I kind of wanted to hear what you guys enjoyed more watching. Because I know for me personally, Let's Plays, while are very, very fun and exciting, I prefer to watch a stream. Like, I really like the interaction that streamers have with people watching. And I just like it more. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on streaming versus Let's Plays. Zeno, do you wanna take a stab at this first?
Yeah, sure. For the most part, it's. I have a pretty clear line. If I'm watching a Let's Play, I hate commentary. Hate it. Like, if I go on YouTube and I'm watching a walkthrough, say for example of The Wolf Among Us, I hate commentary. I just want to see the game. That's what I'm there for. And it's like if it's on YouTube itself, I don't like commentary so much. I don't like seeing the person there. It's different. It's a different feel, I guess. I'm there just for the game, just for the story of the game. But I like streaming also because you have that interaction with the streamer and with the viewers, depending on which side of the screen you're on. It's a nice switch, but for the most part, I like both. I like both quite a bit.
Gotcha.
I think they have positives and negatives of both.
Absolutely.
It's good.
How about you, Lexi? What are your thoughts on Let's Plays versus live streams?
I'm one for live streams, but I'm a bit biased.
Yeah, just a little bit, I'm sure. But
there's something very raw, and there's a connection, I feel like, with live streams that you get that puts you, as the viewer, just more engaged. Like you're more invested, I guess. You've been struggling with them time after time after time, trying to beat a boss or trying to get to a certain point, and then you get there, like, I just invested my time into you. So whereas the Let's Play, you're just going to get a snippet and let that be that, you know? I mean, sometimes they'll show, you know, fails or the multiple fails till you get there, but it just seems more, like
more rewarding.
Yeah,
and whereas like a live stream is just it's so raw, and like you're really getting the personality, and like you said, the Let's Plays is so much commentary, and I feel like they just feel like they have to talk over every little piece, and it's like, no, sometimes you just don't need to. Like me as the viewer, like I'm okay with you not talking till like later, letting silences happen or whatnot, but I don't know, something very raw about live streams that I just really, really enjoy, and I just feel more, you know, invested in the gamer and the streamer versus Let's Plays, where I can just quickly click, hear it a little bit, I don't like your voice, and then move on, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's true. There's something nice because it's like cool. You beat a difficult boss in, say, like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or something like that, but you're by yourself and you're just doing it on a Let's Play. It's like, okay, cool, I beat it, yay. But when you're with a bunch of people, it's like the chat's freaking out, everybody's excited. It's like, it feels good. It's like I just shared this moment with everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I kind of feel that way. There was way back when, not Taken King. What was the last Destiny expansion? House of Wolves.
House of Wolves.
When that came out, and
I know where you're going.
There, I was doing one of the Prison of Elders runs with a couple of my friends. I don't remember if it was you, Sam, or if it was someone else. But we were doing the one where the boss is Quodron, and this asshole, he insta kills you essentially if you don't kill this one particular Vex character on the map called the Eye of Quodron, and essentially when you kill him, you get a buff, and when Quodron finds you, you get put in a detainment bubble that you can't really shoot out unless you are buffed by the thing you get from killing his eye. You're
making my PTSD act up, man.
It one of
Seed
the
flashes.
most frustrating things, and I think we were running that final part for like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
and I
that was-
remember we finally beat it when my wife got home, because it was like 1 a.m, and we finally beat him, and I just got up and went, woo! You know, I was incredibly loud. I'm sure people around me were like, the
Woke up the
fuck
neighborhood.
is going on? But it was really entertaining, and I feel like you're right, Lexi. It would be so much more fun to have shared that with a stream of people than just, you know, recording that. And
the fact that people are like, willing to stick it out with you, it's
Yeah.
like, that's, I don't know, to me that's just...
or tell you when your Batmobile driving sucks.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I love,
Help
like
you out.
I love when they're like, all right, Lexi, come on, you know, or I don't know, it's exciting. Like a similar story to yours is, you know, when Smash Brothers first came out, my boyfriend and I, we were playing it, but we were so addicted to this game that we were up to like 5 a.m. playing it. Where I think we looked at the damage that we were doing, and it was like 22%. Like we weren't even doing damage.
Yeah.
But we just were like, we'll get them this next time. We know it. We know. But we were just so tired and just out of it that we were like, we can do it. We can do it. And just like, I don't know. It was like 5:30, and we finally beat them. We went from like 22%. We're like, this is it. This is it. You know, we rallied ourselves together and we did it. And like you said, had we been streaming that would have just been like and even just like a clip out to watch later, you know?
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's raw, like nothing's planned. I love that you can be playing at like the highest risk of a game, and someone will call, or like someone will walk in and they're like, what are you doing? You know, and I don't know.
No.
To me, those are beautiful mistakes that I just love, because you know what, that to me is just like life, and we have to embrace those, and it's fun. It makes life funnier. It just, you know, whole metaphysical stuff, and it all just works out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I agree. And when it comes, Sam, I'll get your opinion in just a second. I promise.
He's like, live stream sucks.
It's horrible.
And when it comes to Let's Play videos, also, I would rather play the game. Like like when I watch a stream, I'm not necessarily watching it for the game. I'm watching it for the person, because I enjoy watching the person that is streaming.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I mean, granted, I find them because I'm looking for games that I enjoy, but it's like a lot of the time I was playing I was playing Destiny, and I had a stream of Destiny playing at the same time, just because, you know, you can't get too much Destiny, and I just like the commentary.
Background noise.
Exactly. Whereas with the Let's Play, it's like, I did this because I didn't complete The Last of Us when it first came out, so I watched a Let's Play of like the last couple chapters. But it's like I would have rather played that game rather than watched it. But I didn't have a PS3 anymore, and the remastered edition hadn't come out yet, so there was, you know, a whole thing there.
But also it kind of helps you like decipher between, because when you're live, you can't like go back and edit out like an or a, oh, I'm eating pizza, so I'm going to edit this out. Or you can't edit out like a lot of stuff. So you really get the person, you know, at its core. And that's also what I really enjoy, because there's a lot of like trolls, a lot of ish out there that you just don't even want to, you know about. So to me, the live streaming, you can really get to the person's core and like what their real fiber is. And you can kind of decide for yourself if that's kind of the road you want to go down, or if that's someone that you connect to. And that's what, you know, whereas Let's Plays, you can edit. I can edit out all my ums. I can edit out, you know, make the gameplay louder just a little bit so you won't hear me cuss, or, you know, whatever. So,
True
you
enough.
know, it's very, I don't know, staged, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sam, what are your opinions?
Oh, yeah, Sam. Tell us what
you
I mean-
exist.
I mean, I think I almost draw my line at like skill level, right? And I think this is because my first introduction to and I don't know if at the time it was called a Let's Play, but was like watching speed runs of like Mario 64.
Ooh,
You know, like
speedruns is
yeah.
complete-
I'm gonna
I
go
love
get
those.
all of the stars in Mario 64 and do like ridiculous jumps all over the place, and like that was very entertaining to watch. And I think like in one set, I mean, and that was an uncut one, so he wasn't going back and editing. But like to me, if I'm watching like something in the realm of a let's play, like that's kind of what I'm curious about. Is like someone doing something that I've like never seen before. Like if you brought up Bloodborne, there's a guy who went through all of Bloodborne as like the lowest level character without upgrading anything, which is like
Waste of skin, I think.
waste
it
of
was, or whatever.
skin, didn't upgrade a thing, which is like the
Jeez.
most ridiculous way to play that game. And like to watch him beat a boss was just amazing. And you know, that's cool. But I think streams to me like bring back, you know, it, and I won't repeat everything you guys said. One thing I actually love about the stream as someone who watches a lot is I actually like interacting with the stream. So you know,
Yeah.
it's not always, you know, obviously especially if I'm watching Destiny and someone's playing like a first person shooter, they're not concentrating on the comments or responding live, but it's fun to interact with other people as they do that. And it's kind of like, to me, it's like a throwback to like when I was on IRC and chatting with people, but
Yep.
now there's like a video game to watch as well. So yeah, I mean,
It's
I think
true. It's like you kind of pick out some streamers for the community that they have.
And when
Yeah.
someone shouts out your name when you're in the stream, you're like, "Oh my god, that's me!"
Yeah, exactly.
like
There's a
it-
very like still nerdy element to it that you're just like, "Oh my god, they just said hi to me!" Like,
there are some streams
feels
where,
good.
like,
you know?
where I'll specifically say like goodbye to the stream, and I'll just sit there and wait for the streamer to say goodbye to me before I like shut off the stream. I'm like, yes,
Yeah, exactly.
I got that
Because-
shit.
Because
Yep.
you know, with some of those streamers, they're like, okay, peace out. You know, it's
It's fun to get acknowledged.
yeah.
It is. It's strange environment. A good strange is what I mean. But it's like I never really experienced Twitch until about a year ago. I've never been on Twitch. I never watched any live streams at all. And I went into Stream Co Carnage, and it's
Oh,
like
love
I said,
Cold
hey,
Carnage.
yeah, it's like I said, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, XGM, how's it going? And I was like, whoa, wait a second, this guy has 3,000 something people watching him. He just said hi to me. I kind of felt good. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay and watch.
It's to feel validated at some point, like it's all people to people connection wants, right?
Yeah, it's like it makes you feel like you're not just a username, an anonymous username on the internet. You're a person behind that name, and it feels good.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, and me as a streamer, like when I see the same people in my chat,
It
I'm
feels
like,
pretty interesting.
thank you. Like I know who you are.
You
And-
came back.
Meet them in person,
Huh?
and they'll tell me their names, and I'm like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. And then they're like, oh, I'm, so and so.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, why did you say so? You know? So I don't know. It's a cool environment, I think.
It
so.
is. It is.
But you're right, though, Sam. The specificities of certain things are really good for Let's Plays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do exactly what we were just talking about. I'm going to call out a few people in the chat because they were throwing out some of their opinions. Agent Hardwire, sorry. If I could read right, this would be even better. Agent Hardwire says, before I bought my one, I assume an Xbox One, I'd watch Let's Play for one games because I couldn't actually play them. But now I'd rather watch streams and laugh with people about those great real gaming moments. And I absolutely get that. I highly thought about just watching Halo 4 Let's Plays, but then I got my Xbox One and I was like, oh, I'll just play it.
Yeah, just yeah.
So I get that for a console that you don't have, or for a game that you probably won't get. It's a good thing, especially for games that get like so popular for like the community in general, that might not be your kind of game, but you want to see what all the hubbub is about. I used the hubbub 2 episodes in a row. That's
Hey,
Well,
we're back
I mean,
in
like,
the 20s, huh? How
have
about
you guys heard of the Korean trend mukbang?
what?
And
No,
I'm
actually.
probably pronouncing it wrong. So it's this trend where like people stream themselves gorging themselves on food.
Yes, I heard about
What?
that.
Yeah, and then they just buy a ton of food and just like eat for 3
my-
hours.
My inner fat girl is going, woo!
Yeah. And people are like watching them on stream, and they're sending them like I think balloons, which is like a currency in the platform, and like it's just hilarious. And people are like, it's just because like I don't want to eat at home alone. Like I'll turn on the stream, I'll watch, and I'll talk to people. It's like, I'm like, that's awesome. I mean, it's not totally awesome, but like I like the fact that the option is there.
Right.
You know, that whole thing kind of sounds like the beginning of the show usually, how I have a bowl of food right in front of me right as we start to record.
I do the same thing. I don't know what it is that when you start the stream, it's like almost like you have to be eating.
Yeah. It's like, I want these people to know I'm not a robot, so here's some food. Nom, nom, nom.
So one day, the first 5 minutes of my stream was me just eating a slice of pizza.
I've always done my best to like stay away from eating on stream. I think I just don't like people watching me eat. It's like I don't want to watch other people eat. I don't want other people watching me eat.
I have the biggest fear of getting on TV eating, but I'm like,
yeah, because it's like
like stuff
like
one
some
of those big.
Dripping down your mouth.
Like, I won't eat churros. I won't eat hot dogs. I won't eat anything of that shape. Yeah.
I have a drink, you can't have a straw.
No, yeah, I won't do any of it, so.
All right, the producer's yelling at me to start moving on, so we're going to move on, guys.
Go.
So, Zeno, you had a topic that you wanted to talk